Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm gonna be doing a quick review or my thoughts on Fruit Warriors. I've been playing the game all day, and I feel like I've spent enough time to really give my thoughts and views on the game. I'm gonna split this video up into two sections. Number two is gonna be suggestions. Number one is gonna be a pros and cons, things I like, things I didn't like, and then I'm gonna suggest things that can be added later on. I think that the game does a few things really well. It has a very strong starting point here, especially with animations and the world design. Compared to other games that just come out, the way the models look and the islands in general is really well done. The fruit animations are also amazing. Like, look at this. Look at this flame attack right here. It's beautiful for something that just came out. And all the fruits have quality like that. Um, the UI or menu is amazing, like right here. Like if you look at, I'd say a comparable game to this is a One Piece game, and the menu for that game is disgusting. I don't even know how that exists. This is nice, organized, looks really well made here. The fruit spinning mechanic here. I'm not on an island with it, but if I went to one, I like the way it works. I think it wouldn't hurt to maybe increase the chances for rare fruits in the snow in the first area. The chances in the desert are fine. And I'm going to go to my cons now because that's really it for pros. The biggest con right now in this game is the leveling. The leveling is terrible, okay? I've been playing all day. I'm level 302. The max is 1500. It's disgusting. I don't know how it passed. Like, I swear the testers didn't test the game. Or if they did, they just lied their ass off. Because it's really bad. Okay? Um, you have to just click to level up instead of like do quests, and it's super slow, right? Um, the quests don't give you anything but money, and the way the level works is it's just like it doesn't matter. You can go to any island you want and do whatever quest you want, except you'll just get one shot. So the levels don't matter. Even though it'll say it when you go accept the quest, it'll be like, oh, level 70. You could have 100 in hockey and sword and no defense, and you can't do the quest because you get one shot. They need to rework the entire leveling system. They either A, need to bring the max down to 400 or 500, and then mess with the XP rates there. So it's a lot more linear progression between the islands. Maybe like every 50 levels or every 100 levels you go to a new island, every 50 or 25 you go to a different quest. I don't know, but anything besides what they have now. Or option 2, they increase the XP rates exponentially, so getting to 1500 doesn't take as long as it does, cuz this is terrible. Everyone's not going to play the game if they leave this in, I can tell you that much. Probably the biggest complaint people have right now. Um, there's only two fighting styles in the game, Blackleg and the starting one, which is really disappointing. I wish they had a third, especially because there's like 17 swords in the game. Not actually 17, there's probably like 10 or 11. But the fact there's only two combat styles and Blackleg's really lackluster and it's really early on is really disappointing to me. Um, the lack of directions, I had that written down. Yeah, so a lot of people don't know where to go in the game, especially when you get out in the sea. Everything gets all foggy and you can't really see. Wouldn't hurt to have a compass right here telling you where your quest is, or a map. Either one would work just to show you where the islands are. Although it doesn't look too confusing here, I don't think it's that bad, but it is a pretty big complaint. So I don't think it would hurt to add that. Defense farming is terrible in this game. A noob trap in the game right now is when you're on your first island, you get smoke. If you eat smoke, you are screwed. Because you're going to go through this island here, the orange island. You're going to go through the jungle. You're going to be level 200, 150, whatever you are. You're going to have no defense. Because you can't level your defense with a Logia. So you're going to get to the snow area where they have hockey and get demolished. And you can't do anything about it, and you're gonna have to sit there for like an hour and a half leveling your defense because they decided to. I don't know. It was a really bad decision to not have leveling with Logia. or to just make all bosses not have it. Like these guys cannot hit Logia. They should have hockey maybe. I don't know what they can do, but it's a really bad decision. Maybe don't give people on the starter island like fruits at all, or just commons, and move smoke to the snow island. That could work too. The token Robux thing in the store is terrible as well. It's practically a scam. You get one spin for $10. Okay, and to get one spin, it's maybe 20 minutes of server hopping bosses or $10. It's terrible. Okay, you should get like 10 spins for $10. I don't know who decided that was a good idea. $1 for a token is a scam. It takes 30 seconds at max to get one. Swords are all the same model. Yeah, so the swords that you buy from the snow desert and the starter island over there, they all have the same exact one sword model with different movesets. I think it's a little lazy there, especially because they have different models for boss swords here. Um, I don't know what they were doing there. Seemed a little lazy, but hopefully they can change that up. There's no two sword or three sword style, which is really lackluster as well. But I guess I can excuse that. That's really all I have for my cons. Um, I'd give the game like a 5 out of 10. There's so much right about the game and so much wrong. They have the foundation, okay? They have the weapons, the animations, the islands, the world, the menus. They just need to make the leveling better. All right, that's the one thing they need to get done is the leveling. Then add some more quality of life, change a couple things, add more fruits in your updates, and I see no issues. And then I'm gonna go into my suggestions here. There's gonna be a separate section in the video here, so this is like part two. Observation hockey needs to be added. I don't know if they should make it like charges, like blocks fruits, or I know some games have it just infinite. It doesn't really matter. Either one works. I think Suki or the invisible fruit needs a buff. I know it's a common, but it's worse than like Kilo and block fruits. It's disgusting because you can still see them. It doesn't work. Um, my two suggestions are A, if you stand still, you slowly go completely invisible, and when you move, you go visible again. Or B, you are completely invisible no matter what, unless that person has observation hockey enabled. I think that'd be cool. I know Steve's One Piece from a few years ago did that. I thought it was probably the only good use for that fruit. Otherwise, it's kind of terrible. Flame and Magma both need burn damage because you use your Magma moves and they sit on the floor and it doesn't do any extra damage. It's dumb and I feel like it's missed opportunity there. The animations for the fruits are cool though. Magma needs a flight instead of a slide. It has like this weird slide across the floor mechanic. It's really bad. Um, Especially because you aren't really any faster when you run. Uh, Compass here to tell you where your island is. And I think Electro definitely, or like electric fighting style, whatever you want to call it, on the Sky Island definitely needs added in the next update. The lack of combat styles is disgusting. Right? Throw it up there on Sky Island. It wouldn't hurt. Make it like 250 strength. I don't know what you want to make it. Maybe 500. That would work too. But just put it up there. Give it 3 moves and call it a day. Because the two combat styles for one game is kind of gross. Like it's really all that I had for complaints and suggestions. But like I want everyone to take this away, okay? Please, developers, change the leveling. That is the biggest issue right now. Nobody wants to stay because the gap between jungle and snow is like 15-hour grind. It's gross, okay? It's okay if people finish your game faster than delaying progression to keep people here because people leave and not come back. But if they finish the game and enjoy it, they'll come back when you update it. All right? Look at Bloxfruits. They added a Valentine's event, which was super mediocre, and they had 1 million players. You need to have more sustenance and less repetitive grind because people will not stay. Right? that's my review here. I'm not gonna edit anything. I'm gonna finish up my blocks fruits guide soon, probably next week. And I think that's it for this video. I'm not gonna do any more guides on Fruit Warriors unless I really want to. There really isn't anything for me to make a guide. Maybe like divine fruits, but even then, it's only light and it's really simple. But that's about it. See you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.